Good morning, peoples. It is October the 24th, Saturday. Beautiful, beautiful, crisp, cool Saturday. I'm feeling like I should be wearing a shirt today, so don't be surprised if tomorrow the shirtless Great White Buddha puts on a shirt. I know, you're all very disappointed. You're a big fan of the man boobs. I get it, but you know, life is full of little disappointments. Chickens come home to roost, and so do your thoughts. Be careful what sort of thoughts you send out. The thoughts you send out to others will have a far greater impact upon you than upon them. Unlike a material possession, when you release a thought or give it to someone else, it also stays with you. It may remain buried in your subconscious long after your conscious mind has forgotten about it. Like chickens that return to the coop at night, such thoughts may flash into your consciousness when you least expect them. When your thoughts are positive, you never have to worry about the damage you may do to yourself through negative thinking. When your thoughts are positive, you never have to worry about the damage you may do to yourself through negative thinking. Okay. Cheerful, productive, happy thoughts that are based in your subconscious bring positive results when they recur. And by their presence, they encourage the maintenance of a positive attitude in all that you do. Interesting. I mean, I think that's a kind of long-winded, farmer-based way to say you reap what you sow, right? You heard that one before, you reap what you sow. So, yeah, I'm down. I'm down. I get it. I agree. I've seen people in wholesaling, flipping, take shortcuts, you know, just to try to make more money. And it does wind up biting them in the ass in the end. So there is truth to those words. It's not just positive thoughts and being honest and having integrity. It's also your actions. You know, your actions and your thoughts combined. Really, that's what makes you you. Right? Your actions and your thoughts together combined. That's what makes you different from everybody else in the world. Cool stuff. All right, guys. Today's the 24th, so we got about a week until I go down to Chiang Mai, and I'll be down there for almost a week this time, you know, the music store. So we're getting closer to getting that up and running. Definitely want to have a space and buy the inventory by the end of the year. So that's going on in the background. Meanwhile, I got some new cameras ordered from Lazada, which is like Amazon for Thailand, for TTK, the monitors I talked about, so I can not only see what's going on in the restaurant when I'm not here, but also hear and communicate. It's two-way communication, so I can speak to the ladies through the camera, which is going to freak them the fuck out, but whatever, it's all good. And then I'll have the menu ready, the new menu to go before we leave. And then the only thing we're waiting on is the POS, which, yeah, I guess I'll do sometime in November. I did go on Walking Street last night. Again, I did a video about it, and, you know, like I said, there's about 100 people. Last night, Friday night, there was about 1,000 people. So, is that 5,000? No, but it's a big jump from when I took the video about a week ago or so. It seems like the weekends are for right now, are heavier at least. So when pie is pie, the kind of crowds I saw last night where you can't really move, you know, there's people all around, in front of you, behind you, to the side of you. That's the norm Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? So right now, post-COVID, the only time pie sort of looks like pie is Friday, Saturday. So they come up, I guess, from Chiang Mai. You know, there's 1 million people, like I've talked about before, in Chiang Mai. So, you know, if 1,000 come up, it makes a big difference here in pie. So we were still sort of slow yesterday. We're doing better, of course, with more people in town, but you know, we're not hopping and bopping like the Walk-In Street. There's basically a 4-way square. We're on the west side, just before the north run of it, and Walking Street itself is actually on the east, going north and south, and it really extends up another block, right? It's really almost like a figure 8 when it's hopping. So Lily, I've talked about Gypsy Lily before, she's she is Pie, right? Pie is Lily and Lily is Pie. She's an entertainer. She sings, and we've been practicing a couple of songs so she can sing in a bar around here somewhere, and I'll play guitar for her. But she told me about a little small stand, just like for burgers and hot dogs. I'm like, ding, 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 you know, we sell hot dogs and burgers, 3 kinds. We sell chicken burgers, lamb burgers, beef burgers, and, you know, with the new craze, I'll probably wind up doing a vegan burger also, because that's big here. And here's a truism for you. Vegetarians fart more frequently, but carnivores release the stank. I mean, our meat eaters, our farts smell worse. All that putrefied, nasty meat up inside our intestines. But for quantity, holy shit! You know, people who eat a lot of vegetables, they can crank them out. They're fart factories. So pie is big with farters, i.e. vegetarians, vegans. So I'll probably do a 4th option, which is a vegetarian burger or vegan burger. I'll work on that. Mushrooms is the old standby. And chickpeas, we got chickpeas for hummus. So I can put chickpeas, mushrooms together, beans, you know, mix them up, make a patty, and do a vegetarian burger. And based on what I saw last night, where the town is still recovering, and this street was pretty much empty, and there's only 2 businesses open on this entire street. They actually closed a 7-Eleven. Yes, I hate freaking 7-Eleven. They're evil. So the 7-Eleven on this street closed, which I'm happy about. So two local businesses were open last night, and the restaurant didn't have any customers. The convenience shop across the street always has customers. Locals go there, and Farang go there. So he kills it, especially with 7-Eleven closed. He's actually doing better. So I'm glad 7-Eleven closed, because, you know, he's a local mom and pop shop. So he needs the money a lot more than the board of 7-Eleven or CEO of 7-Eleven. So thinking about maybe looking at that other spot. If it's not too much money, I wanted to do carts. I wanted to have carts on Bar Street, Walk-In Street, and that one up there, you know, the north barrier of the. So if I can get that little spot over there, that's definitely a place where I would start, and just sell burgers and dogs, not the whole menu that we have here, because, you know, I don't have a whole kitchen there. So the idea is we produce the burgers and dogs here, hire a person to stand over there and sell them, because that's where all the foot traffic is, at least right now. When things get better, there's foot traffic everywhere, but right now we could be making some much needed revenue by just selling hamburgers and hot dogs over there. So that's the plan for Pie Sausage House, TTK Guest House, and that's the plan for the music store. 6 days. I'll be down in Chiang Mai for 6 days, and I will find a location. regardless, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. We went by, our friend is a realtor down there. She's so cool. She's just awesome people. And she was driving me to a location to check out. We went by the university down there, Tangmai University, and there's a market behind it and in front of it, and it was packed, you know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, middle of the month. So nothing's packed since COVID. So to see that market front and back, both of them packed, I told her I want to be there. So she's looking for spaces there, even if I don't have parking, which was one of my asks. I wanted parking for the music store, and even if it's not a big space, just remember I'm ordering 100 guitars. So it's pretty large inventory. I wanted a pretty big space. I might have to compromise on some of the stuff I asked for, but you know, location. I want to be near students, college students, because they're learners, right? They got a little bit of money, not a lot of money, but they're enough to go to school, right? And like I talked about in a couple of videos ago, it's a turnover. There's a recurring, every year there's freshmen who are coming into the university that weren't there the year before. So fresh customer base. So for a lot of reasons, that area works. So I'm definitely going to focus my attention there. I'll still look out, you know, northeast Sansai, even Hangdong, although I'm not crazy about Hangdong down south. But really, I'd prefer to be in that area because I saw all that traffic, all those people there. So I will keep you updated. I'll let you know. Y'all be good.